Good morning, Mon Petit, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to, I think it's going to be another cozy at home vlog today. I hope you aren't getting sick of the cozy at home vlogs, but I feel like the weather, especially after moving into this new house, it's just been mainly grey and miserable. It's not been the most spring-like spring. I kind of can't believe we're halfway through March. In fact, over halfway through March now, which is absolutely mad because it feels more like February weather. I'm very much ready for spring vibes, a little bit of sunshine, but for now, I've been really enjoying just nesting in the new house. I feel like it's really given us the opportunity to settle into the new house, make it our home, and I can't tell you how happy this background makes me. So it is a cozy jumper, glasses on, kind of a day, and I've actually dedicated a little bit of time this morning for a bit of a pamper. I had a pamper the other night and it reminded me how important it is. First bath in the new house as well, by the way. Incredible, absolutely incredible. It's a tub that kind of like, it's got this really funny shape. I would say it looks almost more like a hot tub. It's almost like a bean. It's like a corner hot bathtub that we have in our bathroom, which means I could literally sit cross-legged in it and not even touch the sides. I was loving life, and it was so lovely to give myself a full deep pamper and just remind myself what it feels like to be human, essentially, or what it feels like to be a girl, because you know how important it is to look after yourself, make yourself look nice and feel nice. And there's one thing I need to do this morning that I feel like is going to make such a big difference with that, and that is my nails. Now that we've moved further into the New Forest, it is going to be a little bit more difficult for me to make my nail appointments. It's a little bit further away, which I feel like I found a solution, and I'm so excited to share this with you because I'm actually working with Doonails on this next part of the video, and Doonails are a recent discovery of mine. I'm not going to lie to you, and I feel like they're going to change my life. I'm not gonna lie. The ease of application, the amount of choice that there is, and as someone who has tiny hands, I cannot tell you how difficult it has been for me in the past to find gorgeous press-on nails, but I have recently discovered the Doonails press-on gel nails, and when I tell you these are going to change my life, I mean it. And I also mean it when I say my nails really need doing. Can you see how long and grown out these are? Oh my god, I cannot believe I'm actually showing you this on camera, but I actually haven't got them done since we moved. I just haven't had a chance. So the fact that I'm able to use press-on gel nails at home, they're gonna look just as beautiful as like a salon manicure, obviously so much more affordable and so easy to do. If you're someone that's not allowed to have nail polish or anything for work, I feel like this is a game changer for you. I've got a friend of mine, and she's actually told me this, that she is terrified of when she gets proposed to because she doesn't want to know she's going to be getting proposed to, but at the same time she wants to have her nails done. And do you know what I think would be a genius idea, especially if you've got girlfriends that can't wear pretty nails for work? Do a bit of a girls' night, be like, oh, let's have a girls' night, let's stick on some lovely press-on gel nails from Doonails, and then you're gonna have lovely nails for the weekend, and you don't have to worry about like going to a salon, getting them done. It doesn't take hours. That's the worst thing about getting your nails done, how long it takes. I mean, this is literally almost instant, which is so exciting. So I feel like that would be great. If you are a girlfriend who knows someone that's going to be getting proposed to, doesn't want to make it obvious that they need to go and get their nails done, girls' night. Doonails girls' night. Love that idea. And I feel like the girls' night with Doonails couldn't be more perfect because Doonails is by women for women. And I feel like you can really see that with their product range, with their color choice. One thing that I found really difficult in the past at finding beautiful press-on nails is the length. Now, I am someone who does not like long nails. In fact, this is literally too long for me. I'm not enjoying this length. The second that I can hear, you know that tappy tap when you're on your laptop and you can just hear, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I much prefer having nails that are a little bit shorter. I find them a bit more durable, and that's what Doonails exactly are. They are so durable and last so well. They're also scratch resistant, which I think is absolutely amazing. So they're going to look so beautiful, and the color choice that they have on there. Now, obviously, I'm a neutral girly, so I have a few colors that we need to choose because I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with my nails today. So I'm going to need your help. Although I wish that this was like live so that you could tell me exactly which one you think is best. best, but hopefully we'll have made the right decision. So of course I have got French, the classic French, which I got in the short round, which I feel like is going to look so beautiful. You can see how many different sizes there are there, which means that you are going to be able to find the perfect fit for your nails. As someone who has teeny tiny hands, I've always really struggled finding gel nails that actually fit my fingers. So we've got the classic French. This one is Pillow Talk, which I absolutely adore. It's like a really beautiful, really light pink. It's almost a white. Can you see that in there? I just think those are so beautiful. Again, I got that in a short round. I think this may be one of my favorites. This is Prosecco. And if you're looking for the perfect like pearlescent nails, look how beautiful they are. They literally look like a pearl on your fingertips. I'm so in love with Prosecco. And then I also got Toffee, which I think is another beautiful one. Really pearly. I love the color payoff of this. This is almost like less pinky. It's a really beautiful nude. If you've got maybe more like olive undertones, I think that would look beautiful. But because I've got much pinkier undertones in my skin, I think Prosecco is just going to be the perfect choice. Oh, I'm really struggling with which one to go for. I'm thinking either the French or Prosecco. I might go for French. I think it might be quite nice to do a bit of a classic French this morning. I can confirm that I actually did get proposed to whilst having a French polish on my nails, and it just meant that all of the proposal photos looked so classic. So a French polish does hold quite a special place in my heart. And oh my gosh, I almost completely forgot to tell you the most exciting thing about Doonails. I actually have a discount code you guys to use. Nothing makes me happier than giving you guys a discount, because being able to shop these really exciting things for a discount just makes it even better, especially if you're doing a girls' night. I feel like there's nothing better than girls' night more affordably. I love that. So you can actually use Petite15 for 15% off at Doonails. I will leave them linked down below, as well as the exact colors that I have chosen that I've shown you today, but they do have so many other gorgeous colors. If you love like a classic red, they have some beautiful red shades on there and some really fun shades as well. If you're wanting something a little bit more of like a color pop for spring, I think that would just look so beautiful. So as I said, I've dedicated a little bit of time this morning just to give myself a little bit of a pamper, have a bit of a morning. There is nothing better than fresh nails day. I think we can all agree. So these long overdue babies are going to be gone. I'm going to have some beautiful French polish nails with the soft gel press-ons. They are honestly just so easy to apply, so easy to pop on, and I cannot wait to get my nails looking beautiful again. I always feel like having my nails done just makes me feel myself again. Does anyone else get like that? I always feel like it's so important to have beautiful nails, and can we just appreciate how stunning these are? Oh my goodness me, they are so natural looking. I absolutely love them. I'm just going to put on a little bit of the cuticle oil. Obviously in the pack you get like the nail glue, you get a little file, which is super handy to have, and then also cuticle oil, which I do think is so important whenever you're putting things on your nails, to make sure that you are looking after them, that you are keeping them really nice and hydrated. And then it also just means that it like blends the gels in even better. I was actually just having like a little read through some of the facts about Doonails. I didn't actually realize that they are henna and di-henna free, which I think is so important, and all of the nails are actually reusable. So if you wanted to, you could completely reuse these afterwards for different like events, if you want to really like make the most of them, because they're super easy to apply but also super easy to take off, which as I said is so handy if you have the kind of job where you're not actually really allowed to wear like colors or nails or anything like that to work, but you want to have nice nails in your free time. I think it's so lovely to have. I mean, how pretty is that little French polish? It really reminds me of when we first got engaged, our little engagement announcement photos. Oh my goodness me, I am absolutely in love. The perfect nudie pink French polish, and a really lovely length as well. As I said, I've always really struggled with stick-on nails being really long and very like is it coffin or like that really long shape, and obviously they do have that on there if that is your vibe. But for me, I just love something short, I love something natural, I love something low maintenance, and that is exactly what these are. Oh my word, I could not be happier. The most beautiful French polish from Doonails. So as I said, don't forget to use my discount code PETITE15 if you do want 15% off at Doonails. I will leave it all linked down below. I'm sorry, I just wanted to show you even closer how beautiful these nails are, because it is so rare for me to find short enough, to find small enough. I have the tiniest little pinkies in the world, and I've even found one that fits perfectly on my little pinky on my thumb as well. I am absolutely obsessed with them, and they are so flexible as well. Like often when I have gels on, they feel like as soon as you move your hands, they kind of feel like they're going to pop off because they're not flexible in any way, shape or form, whereas these are so flexible and durable. I feel like they're just going to last for days. I'm so happy with them, and I just think the French polish is absolutely classic. Oh my words, as I said, just wanted to give you a real close-up so you can see how well they fit, how beautiful they are. They really do look like a salon professional polish that I've literally been able to do at the comfort of my own home. Oh my gosh, I was just about to start getting ready to head out for a walk in the New Forest, and I realised I hadn't actually shown you the pieces that I picked up when I was in London last week. The first piece, which I'm planning on wearing on the walk today, because I feel like today's the perfect weather for this, and I have been after a body warmer for such a long time. So whilst we were in London, I actually popped into the Uniqlo store in London, which by the way, is amazing. I would definitely recommend. They've got literally all of the heat tech, all of the thermals. I adore Uniqlo, and I saw this body warmer, which they actually had in so many different colors. They had black, they had navy, they had white, they had, I think, a green, if I remember correctly. But as soon as I saw the beige, I was like, that is exactly what I need. I feel like a body warmer is just the perfect thing to have in your rapport. If you're like me and you love going on a long walk, especially if you've got like a dog, you do dog walks and things like that, because I feel like now is the time of year where it's like a little bit too warm for like a proper coat, but it's not quite cold enough to go without anything. I mean, how adorable is that? I feel like it's giving kind of like sporty vibes without being too sporty. Like the colour is what kind of makes it a little bit less sporty. And actually one thing that even my sister suggested, that I was like, that is genius. She gets really cold really easily, but you know when you start layering up lots of like knits and thermals and things like that, and your coat starts getting too tight on your shoulders, wear a body warmer underneath, because it's not like on your shoulders at all, so it means that you've still got like complete movement and flexibility in your arms, which I absolutely love. I also feel like this is going to be a great one like going to and from the club, if you've got like gym sessions, Pilates, cycle classes or anything like that. I feel like this would be a great one to take to and from my spin classes, because also it packs down so small. I believe they said on the inside pocket that there is actually, yes there is indeed, a little bag, so it literally folds down so small it fits inside that bag, which I just think is genius. So this is what I'm going to be wearing on my little walk around the New Forest today, and I am absolutely in love with it. And then the other thing I picked up, I actually can't believe I haven't told you this story yet, because it is kind of hilarious, but I actually ended up having to run into Marks and Spencer, my motherland, my absolute favourites, to pick up some emergency footwear, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I made a big mistake when it came to my footwear in London last week. I kind of forget just how much like walking you do in London, and I guess being here in the New Forest, I'm usually in things like walking boots, I'm usually in country attire, like the shoes that I wear are very different to the shoes that I'd wear with my more kind of like city outfit. So I wore my beautiful Holland Cooper Mules, which on a normal day are so comfortable. If I just had like a little girls shopping day locally in like West Key or something like that, they would have been absolutely fine, but I do forget how much walking you do in London. I think we did something like 20,000, 25,000 steps that day. We'd walked about 10k, and like even just things like from any London to Harrods was like a 15-minute walk, and then you're walking around Harrods, and then we jumped in a cab from Harrods to Selfridges, and then we walked from Selfridges down to John Lewis, and like there is just a lot of walking involved in London, and my feet started killing. It was just like the balls of my feet. I think it was because I was wearing mules, so obviously they don't have a back, and I wasn't wearing any socks with them, obviously, because that would look ridiculous, but it just meant the balls of my foot just kept rubbing and rubbing and rubbing to the point where I was in agony. So I literally ended up turning it to Lady C and G and saying, guys, there's the Marks right there. I'm running in and buying myself a pair of trainers, and they were both howling at me. Even the lady at the till was laughing at me because I said to her, I was like, could you please cut the tags off, because I'm literally gonna wear them now. And she just looked at me and went, wrong footwear choice today. I was like, wrong footwear choice today. So I picked up these trainers, and I wasn't intending on getting like a really cute pair of trainers. I was literally just gonna buy some like white canvas plimsolls, but these were sitting right beside it, and I was like, oh my gosh, they are actually adorable. And these, I think in my opinion, are basically the best dupes I have ever seen of the Adidas Sambas. Now, I feel like we've spoken about the Adidas Sambas before. I quite like them, but they very much are a trend trainer, and the price of them makes my eyes water. So if you are looking for a beautiful dupe of the Adidas Sambas, which I would also argue that these are nicer, I've actually had a couple of comments on my post that I shared on Instagram today about these, and someone literally said to me, I think they look better because the Adidas Sambas are just too much, and I totally agree. I feel like there's a lot going on with the footwear. For a simple footwear, it's not a simple footwear. Like, there's a lot of detailing, there's a lot of design there, and I feel like this is just a much more like minimalistic, stripped back version, and these are only £45 compared to however much the Adidas Sambas are. It literally makes my eyes water, because some of the more like special ones, which why aren't they just special? They're called special. They are even more expensive. So these come in grey, they also come in black, and I think they come in pink as well. They have lots of different options. So I picked these up, and I can confirm they are super comfy, because they actually have inside of the sole this like sponge, you know where the ball of your foot is, which could not have been more needed for me last week in London, considering that that was what was hurting most. And I picked up these, and they literally had like a spongy sole on the ball of my foot. I almost cried with happiness. So I spent the rest of the day being like, how cute are my trainers? I love these, they're so adorable. And Gia and Lily C were cracking up laughing at me. So an emergency footwear purchase that actually I'm really happy with, and think have become a bit of a staple in my spring wardrobe. So I'm not actually gonna wear these on my walk because they are far too pretty for a walk around the muddy New Forest. But my new Uniqlo body warmer is going on. I'm gonna head out for a lovely countryside walk this afternoon. Oh my goodness me, the first signs of spring. The blossom trees are blossoming, and they are just looking so beautiful. It literally looks like candy floss above me. It is gorgeous. There's so many daffodils and bluebells and snowdrops also blooming in the cemetery, and look at the little pops of candy floss pink. It is honestly just magical. I always say it, but one of my favourite things about living in the New Forest that is so unique to where we live is the wild horses that we have. They are completely wild, they roam around free, they're obviously monitored, as you can see he's got like a little thing on his neck, but they're literally just there having their lunch as you're on your daily walk. It's one of my favourite things. It's just so unique about living here. Well, after the loveliest walk around the New Forest yesterday, I was not expecting to not pick up my camera until this morning, but we were having a really lovely time. We were having a little walk, spotting all the blossom trees, saying hello to the little horses around the New Forest when the heavens opened. And one thing you should learn about us Brits, I know that we're quite weather obsessed, but I feel like it's because our weather here is so unpredictable. It changes day by day, especially it's spring at the moment. I feel like the weather is just, one day it's miserable and raining, the next day it's beautiful sunshine, and then the next day it's freezing cold, then the next day it's like 10 degrees warmer. It is so unpredictable. So we like our weather apps to be reliable. We like our weather apps to tell us what's going on, to tell us when we can go outside, when we can join the sunshine, and most importantly, when it is going to rain. And it was not forecast to rain yesterday. I mean, the clouds were grey, you know, the skies were grey, but when are they not? Here in the UK, especially at this time of year, but it wasn't forecast rain. And so we were on a lovely walk. Neither of us had an umbrella. I literally just had some walking shoes on. I didn't have like wellies or anything like that. And the heavens opened. We had to sprint back to the car, and we were drenched. So after not having expected to have washed my hair last night, I had to wash my hair again, which is anything worse than when you have to change your hair wash schedule. Frustrates me so much when you're like, I wasn't scheduled to wash my hair today, my hair was looking lovely earlier, and now I'm gonna have to wash it. So I feel like it's almost looking a little bit dry this morning. I feel like I maybe need to put a little bit more hair oil in, but Good morning. It is the next day now, and other than the rain, we had a lovely walk yesterday around the New Forest. I would definitely recommend this walk actually. It's the walk from Bolton's Bench car park. It's one of my favourite walks in the New Forest because it's just so like open, it's so picturesque. It's really close to Limewood if you want to stop into Limewood for a coffee, for lunch, for a drink. It is so beautiful in there, and I feel like that's one of the best places to horse spot. You'll always see loads of horses around the Bolton's Bench car park, and it really is one of my favourite things about the New Forest. I don't know if you could really hear me as I was talking yesterday because it was quite windy, but basically here in the New Forest we have wild horses that just roam around. So they are like kind of chipped, like they do have things around their collars, and I do think they get like checked up on to make sure that their, I don't know, their hooves are trimmed and like that they are healthy and stuff like that. But other than that, they are completely left to it. They graze on the like grassland, they can walk across the road. It is quite nerve-wracking driving around there because sometimes you'll get a foal just like bolt across the road, so you have to drive very carefully. But they're just so beautiful to see, and it's just amazing that we can still enjoy them. Like you're still able to get up quite close. Obviously you've got to be really careful, and especially around like dogs and things like that, you're not advised to like pet them or feed them or anything like that. But being able to get up so close to like wild horses is just one of my favorite things about living here in the New Forest. But I realized actually after I was showing you a few of the things I picked up in London, I actually have quite a few new bits in my wardrobe that I feel like I haven't really had a chance to show you yet. They've either been like ad hoc purchases, or they've been like purchases that I've just like not really gotten around to like wearing yet or showing you or like featuring in a video. So I thought I would show you a few more new bits in my wardrobe for spring, if it ever does decide to arrive here in the UK, because at the moment it still feels like February. I kind of can't believe how far into March we are. At least it feels like probably the beginning of March. Like I've actually just booked in my haircut because I feel like it's been getting a little bit long, and I really want to get that like bouncy bob back. And as soon as these bits start like falling in front of my face, I know it is time for another cut. And I was thinking to myself, gosh, I guess when you have shorter hair, you really need to like get it done a lot quicker. Like the length that it grows is so much more noticeable when it's short. But actually then when I was thinking about it, I was like, we are at least 3/4 of the way through March now. I got it done back in January. That is still a good 2 months, which isn't like a really short time period between cuts. But I just kind of can't believe that we're this far into March. It feels like it's the 21st of February, not the 21st of March. If you know what I mean, with the weather that we've been having. But anyway, enough about the weather, let me show you some new bits. So first of all, of course, I wanted to show you my new shoes that I picked up for the event in London for the Like to Know It Gala. And I have to admit, I feel like these were the showstopper of the outfit. I feel like they made the outfit. They are from the new June collection. I feel like it's their bridal collection, but I've seen them quite a few places and they are just stunning. They actually have kind of two variations of this, and it's a difficult one. I feel like the reason why I didn't go for the other variation is because they had actually a higher heel, and I felt like I would struggle a little bit walking in them, but they did have more of like a secure buckle. These ones I really liked. However, what I will say, this strap at the back kept falling down. It got to a point in the evening where I just had to leave it. I was like, I'm just gonna have to learn to walk without the back strap because it just kept falling down. But these are like elasticated, so I really did like them, but they're not very good for like a lot of walking. So I don't know if I would recommend this particular pair if you are getting married, but if you're someone that you're maybe not bothered about that, maybe, no, I was gonna say maybe I needed to size down, but I did size down in these. I got these in a 36, which I'm like a 3.5. So I went size down for 36. I did try on the 37, but I knew the strap would not stay up if I went for the 37. So other than the strap, they fit so perfectly. They were actually really comfortable to wear as heels go. I mean, whenever people ask me about how comfortable heels are, I'm like, they're never gonna feel like slippers, but I didn't want to rip them off of my feet by the end of the night. And I just love the sparkle to them. I mean, look how beautiful that is. It's a very interesting color because I feel like in certain lights it looks very silvery, but in other lights it looks quite gold. So I feel like it's the kind of color that you can kind of, depending on what you're wearing, depending on like the metallic like jewelry or bags that you've got on, you can almost like tailor it to what you're wearing. So bit of a last minute purchase that I wasn't expecting to make in London as well, but I feel like they were just the showstopper of the outfit for the Like to Know It Gala. Next up, the most beautiful pair of ballet flats. Now I have a bit of like a capsule ballet flat collection now, and this is a pair that I definitely think was missing, a beautiful pair of navy blue. You know my obsession with navy blue at the moment. I just love it. I feel like it is the color of the year and I'm wearing it so much. Now I picked these up as a part of my River Island video, and this is exactly where I just want the weather to heat up a little bit because I did wear these out recently and my feet froze, like literally froze to death. My poor tootsies were so chilly. I just want the weather to get a bit warmer so I can wear these out with like jeans. I can wear them out with skirts and dresses. I feel like ballet flats are just the epitome of like a capsule spring footwear choice. I absolutely adore them. You can dress them up, you can dress them down, and these are actually really, really comfy as well. I love the fact that they've got this almost like weaving to them. Can you see that there? I just thought these were so cute. They're very much giving me Chanel vibes in the kind of like style of them, which I do think is deliberate, like the little bows, the little kind of gold like charm on them, but obviously a fraction of the price. And I believe they had them in a few other colours, so I will leave them linked down below. But for me, navy blue was something that was seriously missing from my collection. A pair of shoes that you would have technically seen in my River Island video, but I feel like didn't get enough airtime and I wasn't able to speak about properly, are these boots. Now obviously boots are not the most spring-like purchase, but I do feel like a classic black ankle boot is actually like a year-round thing, especially if you're wearing it for the evening. You can wear it in spring, summer, autumn, winter, and when I saw these, I fell in love. One thing that I think River Island does so well is making things look so much more expensive than they actually cost. These look so designer to me with this kind of like horse bit logo over the top. They look very Gucci-esque, and when I saw them, I just fell in love. I thought these would just be the perfect pair of boots to wear. As you would have seen, I wore them with those like flare jeans and I loved how they look. So they've not got the biggest heel in the world, but I feel like they are perfect for like drinks with the girls, nights out. These will go so well with so many items in your wardrobe. If you've got like leather trousers, I think it would look really cool with like the black patent. For me, I'm probably gonna wear them with jeans, wear them with skirts, with dresses. I feel like there's a lot of different ways that I can style these up, but I felt like they really deserved that moment for me to like showcase them properly, because they look about triple the price of what they actually cost, and I think I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of these. And then the last pair of shoes to show you, I feel like, you know, you're getting older when you enter your Birkenstock era. I've been really wanting to get a pair of Birkenstock-esque shoes, but they are expensive. Like, they are a lot of money. And similarly to the M&S trainers, I'm like, if I don't really know how much I'm going to wear them, if I don't know if they're that much of like a trend item, I don't want to be spending huge chunks of money on them. So when I saw these ones from River Island, I was like, that's it. That is the answer to my present. Actually, these are made so well that they've got a lining inside. Like, I do find that the Birkenstocks are quite, I almost want to say like military in their style, because they're very stripped back, which can be great, but can be a bit uncomfortable. So I really like the fact that you've got like a lining to them. I love the fact that you do actually have the rubber soles, which I haven't taken the tag off yet, but I loved the top, the like beige kind of pinky tones with the buckle. I think is beautiful. And especially here in this new house, we have hardwooden floors all along the downstairs of the house. We've got hardwooden or tiles, so you do need to be wearing something on your feet. At the moment, I've obviously got my Ugg slippers on, which I am just wearing non-stop. But as soon as the weather warms up, obviously I don't want to be wearing something this fluffy and this warm. So I really wanted to get myself a pair of shoes that I can wear around the house. I can wear out in the garden if I want to. Like, I'm not precious about shoes just being indoor shoes. Like, I can chuck these on if I just like need to jump in the car and go and do an errand, or, you know, pick Alex up, or I can jump out into the garden if I want to and just like do a little bit of potting, and I can still wear these inside. And I just thought these would be so perfect for that. So if you're looking for a pair of like Birkenstock-esque kind of like sandals, open toe shoes, I feel like these are perfect. They're really weighty as well, and I just think they're such a great dupe. So I'm really excited to see how much wear I'm going to be able to get out of these throughout summer. I feel like they're just going to be the perfect indoor outdoor kind of shoe. Okay, now the last thing I picked up from River Island, I am really going to need your help and your advice on whether this stays in my wardrobe or whether I'm trying something that just is not going to work for me. And that is a bucket hat. Now, I have always kind of laughed at bucket hats in the past. I've always thought that they were very like indie, very like festival vibes, and that's just not really me. However, was it Loewe brought one out last year and I loved it. So many girls on Instagram I saw had it, and I was like, I need something like that in my wardrobe, because I just feel like it's almost a bit more casual. You know, when you're going on holiday, you just want to like chuck something in a bag, you don't want to worry about it. And a lot of my summer hats are very much like structured straw hats that you can't like be uncareful with. You have to be like really careful with them, otherwise they'll completely fray, they'll completely ruin. So when I saw this bucket hat at River Island, I was like, that I think is the answer to my price. And I feel like a lot of brands are doing these kind of like more elevated bucket hats, shall we say, but I just don't know if it's really gonna suit me. I don't know if I'm really gonna be able to make this work. So I'm gonna need your advice. Is this silly? Do we like this? Can I get away with it? I feel like once my hair's a bit shorter, I can probably get away with it a little bit more. At the moment, it's like, it's making my hair look very almost like goofy ears. Should we tuck it behind? I don't know. I'm not sure if we can make this work, but I really want to. I also think this would be a great gardening hat because I feel like out in the garden, chuck it on your head, you know, you're like nice and protected, it covers your eyes, but it's still lightweight, it's fabric, you're not gonna get all like sweaty like a baseball cap. But I don't know, I just don't know if I'm trying too hard to make something work that just is not working. Maybe it's because I'm wearing like a winter jumper. Should I be styling this up with like a little shirt right now? Because obviously summer hat, like not even spring hat, summer hat, winter jumper. Not really a vibe, it's kind of juxtaposing each other, but that's just the UK at the moment. I want to get ready for summer, I want to get ready for the warmer weather, but this is the reality we are living in. So yeah, let me know. Am I trying to make something work that just isn't working, or could this be a vibe depending on how we style it, depending on how we wear it for the summer? I'm definitely going to ruin my hair now as well, having it put this on. So comment down below, is this a keep or return? Whilst you do that, I'm gonna oil my hair and then we can get into the clothing pieces that are new in my wardrobe. Oh my gosh, that is feeling so much better now. I feel like there is nothing better than just giving your hair a little oil after you have washed it, especially if you're having to wash it more often than you were planning. So sorry that I'm playing with it so much, but when you're having to wash your hair in a way, like at a time that you weren't planning on it, I just feel like it just messes with your entire schedule. But what do we think of the new setup, the first fashion video here in the dressing room? This excites me greatly. I quite like the fact that it does still feel a little bit similar to the old setup. Like, it's not too scarily different, because you know what I'm like, I don't like huge change. So it still feels very much like a PetiteElliee fashion video, but with a bit of a new setup. So let me show you a few other clothing bits I've been adding into my wardrobe. The first piece is continuing on with the navy blue theme. You're gonna realize when you see a lot of these pieces that my obsession with navy blue is not going anywhere this spring. If you were thinking it was just gonna be a winter obsession, you were mistaken, I'm afraid, because I just think it's so perfect for spring, especially with those like lighter colors like whites, lighter blues, beiges. I just think it's so beautiful. So the first up is this gorgeous knit from Karen Millen. Now I know what you're thinking, a knit is not the most spring appropriate piece. However, here in the UK, I would argue that it is, and actually something I love doing in springtime is going for those really simple, like pared back, almost like, oh, what's her name from The Parent Trap? The mum. I was gonna say Emily, no? Something James, Elizabeth James. Oh my gosh, an Elizabeth James outfit, just like a classic pair of jeans, a cute little pair of ballet flats or even like slingbacks, and then just a knit and a little 90s shoulder bag thrown over your shoulder. I love that for spring. I feel like in spring, summer, my style gets a lot more like stripped back, which I really like. I like more simple outfits. I like outfits that I can throw on that don't have like loads of accessories, don't have like loads of styling pieces. They're just super simple and super beautiful. And I just fell in love with this jumper. I love the fact that it's got the like half stripe going on. I mean, stripes for spring, groundbreaking. It really is groundbreaking, but I feel like it's a classic for a reason, because it just looks so timeless, very Parisian chic, which I feel like everything I'm about in spring is that like Parisian chic aesthetic, and I absolutely love that. So paired with maybe like linen trousers, paired with light wash blue jeans, paired with like some wide leg trousers, I feel like this is just the kind of knit I'm gonna get so much wear out of even throughout spring. How cute is this? I am just obsessed with how this knit looks, and I've styled up exactly how I'd like to wear it throughout spring to make it a little bit more spring appropriate, a little bit more like seasonally appropriate. I've gone for the ballet flats, which I'm just obsessed with, really leaning into those navy blue vibes. My favorite pair of River Island jeans, I have to say, I think these are my favorite pair from the video, the blue, dark wash blue, straight leg petite jeans. That is an absolute mouthful, but I just love how they look with something like this. It's so casual and yet elevated. It doesn't look, it's weird because it's like very loose, but it doesn't look baggy, if that makes sense, which is what I love. I love my outfits just like flow and be really super comfy. This to me is just the epitome of an Elizabeth James outfit. I love it, and I love how the stripes look. I love the fact that it's like oversized without being oversized. I'm really not a fan of that hugely oversized look. It's actually the reason I returned that Adenola sweatshirt, because it was just too oversized, it was too big, and I don't like things to swamp me. I think it's just, I have a bit of a thing being a petite girl. I'm so used to things swamping me that I really don't like it when they do it deliberately. So I love the fact that you've got like these loose sleeves, these like bat wing kind of sleeves, the loose fit, and yet it's still
flattering, which is what I really, really love about this. And of course the colour is just my absolute favourite. The navy blue obsession really is real. Another item I feel like you're going to look at and go, Ellie, that is not a spring purchase. But again, here in the UK, we are very much still wearing coats. And when I saw this on River Island, I just had to snap it up. It is a navy blue long line wool coat. Now this is the kind of thing I feel like I'm only going to get wear out of the next couple of weeks, but I know I'm going to wear as soon as we come into autumn winter next year, because the navy blue obsession is going nowhere. This is actually a bit thicker than I was expecting it to be. I thought it was going to be a bit more like trench light and a bit lighter in kind of fabric, but I'm not mad about the fact that it's not, because I do feel like, especially with those like lighter dresses, I get a lot of questions about what coats I wear with dresses, especially if I wear like longer skirts, longer dresses. I would always say a long line coat is the most flattering thing to wear them. I like my coat to be slightly longer than the outfit I'm wearing underneath, either slightly longer or slightly shorter. I feel like if there's like a big difference, it's a little bit jarring, but something that's like really long line with a beautiful white cotton dress underneath I think would be so lovely. Even just a white cotton shirt and like a pair of jeans I think would be such a classic piece, and is something that we still are wearing very much here in the UK. So a beautiful navy blue coat. It is something I feel like I've been after for such a long time, and finally I have found the perfect one to add into my wardrobe. I'm sorry, but how stunning is this coat? Oh my goodness me. I feel like a good high street long line winter coat is so hard to come by, so I'll leave this link down below. It's also such a great length on me as well. Like it just comes to my ankles, which is the most flattering length in my opinion whenever it comes to long line coats. I hate it when they stop like mid calf, but I love how this looks. It's a little bit oversized compared to some of my other coats, which I do really like, but just something to note depending on how kind of loose and big you want it. I love the lining inside. I mean, it literally gives all of the clues of a really expensive coat, and yet it is super, super affordable from River Island, which is what I absolutely adore. I love it paired with like the jeans as well. As I said, I feel like white underneath this is really going to bring it into more of like a spring vibe. So I'm definitely still going to get a lot of wear out of this throughout the next couple of weeks if the weather does not change, if it stays how it is, because it has been rather chilly here in the UK. But I just think this is such a perfect coat to add into my wardrobe. It's something that's been really, really missing. A beautiful navy blue coat. I am in love. Okay, I promise this is the last navy blue piece I am adding in, but I really am obsessed with it at the moment. You would have seen this jacket in my River Island denim video, but she deserved her own moment because I have already gotten so much wear out of her. In fact, I can smell my perfume on her, my Molten Brown Flora Luminette, which just smells incredible. Do you know what's something I've definitely noticed about having more of like an open situation with regards to my dressing room with my temporary rail setup? I get so many smells as I come in, like in the best way possible. My perfumes, because they stay on your clothes. Obviously, I'm not washing a jacket after every time I wear it, so you can still smell your perfume. I come into this room and it just smells beautiful. And I am absolutely loving that. So I love the fact that I can still smell my perfume on here from when I was wearing her the other day. But the most beautiful cropped jacket. Now this is my spring uniform. I love a cropped jacket for spring. I feel like they just make up the basis of my spring wardrobe. I absolutely love them. They're timeless, they're elegant, they're classic, and I feel like they really elevate an outfit. They're smart without being too smart. They're like that perfect mix of smart casual. I feel like you can wear these to the office, you can wear them on the weekend, you can wear them for like a lunch date, you can wear them going shopping. I absolutely adore them. And as a shorter girl, because it's a bit more cropped than like blazers, I find them so much more elongating and so much more flattering on my frame and on my silhouette. So a beautiful jacket to have added into my wardrobe from River Island. That, again, I love that River Island does this, just looks so much more expensive than it actually is. I do actually have a Sandro. I have quite a mixture of these jackets. I have quite a few in my wardrobe. I've got some more like high-end ones from like Sandro, then I've got some high street ones. No one ever knows the difference between the expensive ones and the more affordable ones. So I would definitely say to add a few of these into your wardrobe for spring. It's the perfect time to start adding them in. I'm sure it is no secret by now that the only thing that I love more than navy blue, it is navy blue styled with black. Oh, it just sets my heart on fire. I love it so, so much. And as I said, I've already gotten so much wear out of this jacket. And every time I've worn it, I've got compliments. Just the way that the shoulders are like so boxy. There's no padding in there. It's not like a puffed, padded shoulder, but they're just so boxy. It's so like military and yet feminine at the same time. I love the button detailing to it as well. The like gold kind of outerwear with the black inside. I feel like this jacket is telling you to wear black with navy blue. I just love how it looks. I feel like this is just perfect, as I said, for like weekend styling, but you can also wear this with like more of a tailored trouser, go for something a bit more office wear, a bit more work wear appropriate. I feel like this is just the kind of jacket you can wear so much, and especially here in the UK, we need these kinds of jackets well into spring. I'd say I will still be wearing this up until like May here in the UK, which is perfect with like white, lighter, summery dresses. This is the kind of thing that just so perfectly takes you from a little bit of a cooler temperature, that more like transitional period, into spring. I am just obsessed. I'm not gonna lie to you though, I really can't decide which is my favorite between the navy blue and this houndstooth cropped boucle jacket. I'm not gonna lie to you though, I really can't decide a favorite between the navy blue and this beautiful houndstooth cropped jacket. I am just obsessed with this again from River Island that you would have seen in my styling video. I feel like this is just the epitome of a jacket that looks $1 million but does not cost it. This is such an affordable jacket, especially to add into your spring wardrobe. I feel like I'm gonna get so much wear out of this. You know I love talking about cost per wear, and this is one of those jackets, the cost per wear out of this is gonna be phenomenal, because I feel like I'm gonna wear this so much. What I do love about these crop jackets is just how much you can style with them, how much you can wear with them. That was the kind of like the beef I had with blazers, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't feel like they worked with 90% of my wardrobe, because I wear a lot of skirts and a lot of dresses, and I feel like blazers only really work with trousers or jeans. Crop jackets work with everything, and I cannot wait to get styling this more. The most beautiful houndstooth print. It looks so Chanel-esque. I honestly, this really gives me like Princess Diana vibes in the best way possible. I feel like this is one of those jackets you're just going to get so many compliments on, that everyone is going to want to know where it is from. The fact that you can say River Island always excites me. I love it when you can give them like a lovely, accessible, affordable high street store. Whenever someone compliments your outfit, you're like, thanks, River Island, don't you know? I am obsessed. I think it is safe to say that this is the jacket of the moment. I'm just in love. I think I need to call it my Princess Diana jacket. Did she even wear a jacket like this? I don't know why it's just giving me such Princess Diana vibes, but I love how it looks. And again, this is the kind of thing I feel like you can wear at the weekend, you can wear into the office, you can wear with skirts and dresses as well as with trousers. It is just so versatile and looks so much more expensive than it actually is. I'm in love with the style of it. I'm in love with the shape and the fit and the crop. On me, it is so hard to find a good crop, like a good length. This fits so perfectly. So yeah, I definitely think it's safe to say that this is the jacket of the moment, my new Princess Diana jacket. And then the last new in piece that I could not wait to show you fully is this gorgeous little polka dot top. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like there are two patterns I adore for spring. Those stripes and polka dots, and they never date. They never go out of style. They are timeless and classic. And if you're adding pieces into your wardrobe now, you know what I'm like, it's really important for those pieces to be able to last a really long time. I know I talk about ageless fashion a lot, but I do feel like stripes and polka dots are the epitome of ageless designs, because they're not like too young, they're not too old, they're not too floral, they're not too girly. I know a lot of people struggle with florals because they find it a bit too like feminine or a bit too girly. I feel like this is a beautiful feminine pattern without being too girly whirly, if that makes sense. But when I saw this blouse again on River Island, I just fell in love. I started up with the little barrel jeans because I wanted to kind of elevate the barrel jeans, but I feel like this is going to be the kind of top you can wear for so many different occasions in so many different ways. You can style this up for like an evening do, wear it with one of the beautiful cropped jackets, a little boucle jacket, maybe wear it with a slip skirt, I think would be beautiful, or a pair of jeans at the weekend and a pair of trainers. I love that about this. I also love the fact that it's got this like high neck, so I feel like it is the perfect transitional piece. I feel like that's more what this haul is about, those transitional pieces to take us from winter into spring, because at the moment it's still quite chilly. You still need a lot of layers, you still want a bit of warmth, but you want to start embracing those more like spring patterns, spring colorways, spring styles, and I feel like this is exactly what this blouse is doing. I love the fact that you've got the sheer sleeves, because what I would do now, with it being cold, I'd wear a thermal underneath. As soon as the weather starts to warm up, you can have your arms free and you've got a little bit more kind of like flexibility and movement, a little bit more air coming to them. So this is just the perfect piece, I feel like, to take you from winter into spring, and I'm so excited to style it up more. And we are ending on a high. I mean, all of these pieces I'm just obsessed with, hence why they are new in my wardrobe. But how cute is this little top? It is black, actually, in case you're wondering like what color is the base. It's a black polka dot with just like the white polka dots, and I just love the fact that you've got this high color. So I've elevated this a little bit just to show you another way of wearing it, because I know I style it up very differently in my River Island video. I style it up very casually, and I thought I would go for a bit more of an elevated look. So I've gone for the boots, which I'm just obsessed with, honestly. they look so expensive, especially when you pair them with a matching belt. Again, from River Island, but I am just obsessed with how it looks and the way it cinches in the waist of these jeans. It makes the jeans a bit more like high-waisted. It makes them a bit more elongated. I love pairing a pair of jeans with a little heel, just a little one, because I feel like it helps elongate your legs, helps make them look so much longer, and it's just so flattering. I love how it looks with the little like tucked in. I just think it's so beautiful, so flattering, and the fact that I'm wearing it a bit more like elevated shows that it's very much an evening blouse, but also it can be worn during the day. It's so a gorgeous new addition into my wardrobe. As I said, we are ending on a high. I'm not gonna lie, I literally cannot tell you the last time I did an ad hoc haul, but I feel like there's just been so many pieces that I've just been adding in here and there that it's quite nice to kind of collect them, curate them, and show you them all in one go. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the new in pieces in my wardrobe. I think I'm gonna leave this vlog here because I feel like this vlog is getting long enough, but let me know about the hat down below if it is a keep, if it is return. I feel like it's a keep. I actually really like it, but I don't know if you're going to be watching this video laughing at me right now thinking, Ellie, it just does not work. So please help a girl out, let me know down below. And if you got to the end of this video, comment the word navy down below, because the navy obsession really is real and it is continuing well into the spring months. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye.